Hi! These are 20 diverse and uncommon facts that will entertain and fascinate you. So let's start. Owing to a computer error in 1989, about 41,000 Parisians guilty of simple traffic violations were mailed legal notices accusing them of crimes such as manslaughter, procuring prostitutes, and murder. Switchboards were jammed with thousands of calls from worried Parisians, who were described as serious criminals. The words "Beam me up, Scotty" do not appear in any Star Trek episode or movie. Other phrases were used, such as "Beam me up, Mr. Scott, Scotty, beam us up, Scotty beams us up," or "Beam them out of there, Scotty." Bobby Leach, a performer with the Barnum and Bailey Circus, was the second person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel and survive. He sustained injuries during the fall and spent 6 months in the hospital recovering. Amazingly, he died in 1926 while on a publicity tour in New Zealand after slipping on an orange peel and developing gangrene in his leg. There are disputes as to whether or not Charlie Chaplin competed in an impersonation competition, failing to even qualify for the second round. There are, however, references in newspapers throughout the world that support the story. When is a knot not a knot? A knot is a method of fastening or securing a rope or line to an object or another rope or line, while a bend is a method of joining two ropes or lines together. In other words, a knot is used to attach a rope to something, and a bend is used to join two ropes together. NASA has developed a mouse levitator which counters gravity and creates weightlessness. This is to study the effects of zero gravity on mice as part of its study of the effects of space travel on humans. So far, the results of this research have provided valuable information on the changes affecting astronauts on space missions. The Earth is traveling through space relative to our galaxy, at an average speed of about 514,000 miles per hour. This is because our solar system is also in motion as it orbits the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Reports suggest that as much as 40% of electricity in Pakistan is lost due to power theft, also known as electricity pilferage, when individuals or businesses illegally tap into power lines or tamper with meters to avoid paying for electricity. This is considered to be a major contributor to the country's energy crisis. Cornelius, the mascot for Kellogg's Corn Flakes, was introduced in the late 1950s. Symbolizing the start of the day, it was a good fit for breakfast cereal. The idea came from W.K. Kellogg's Welsh friend, who pointed out that the Welsh word for cockerel is celiac, which sounds like Kellogg when spoken by Welsh speakers. In Spanish, the word esposas means wives, but it also means handcuffs. The word botulism comes from the Latin word botulus, meaning sausage, as it was first discovered in contaminated sausages. Half a pound of botulinum toxins could kill the entire population of the world by blocking nerve functions, leading to respiratory paralysis. For its size, the male barnacle possesses the longest penis of any animal. It can extend up to 8 times the length of its body, allowing it to search out and reach fertile females that may be several inches away. The testicles of the North Atlantic right whale are the largest of any animal, each weighing up to 500 pounds and measuring up to 5 feet long. The large testicles allow the whale to produce large quantities of sperm, increasing the chances of successful fertilization during the mating season. The jaw muscles of crocodiles are incredibly powerful, and the force has been measured at over 2,000 pounds per square inch, which is among the highest of any animal. However, the muscles that open their jaw are so weak that an elastic band is enough to keep their mouth closed. Bottled water never expires after its best before date. Although the water does not go bad, the plastic bottle it is contained in does expire, and will eventually start leaching chemicals into the water. This won't necessarily render the water toxic, but it might make it taste somewhat less than fresh. Medical bills are a leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States. According to a study, medical expenses are the most common cause of debt in collections, and 62% of all bankruptcies are linked to medical expenses. Even those with insurance may struggle to pay high deductibles, copays, and other out-of-pocket costs, particularly those with chronic conditions. According to a 2010 article in Scientific American, the memory capacity of the human brain was reported to have the equivalent of 2.5 petabytes. To put it another way, the human brain could store 3 million hours of TV shows and movies. We associate the guillotine with the French Revolution, when 16,549 men and women were executed by the device. However, it is not common knowledge that the Nazis were equally devoted to this type of execution and are thought to have guillotined a similar number during their 12 years in power. Brussels sprouts contain compounds called glucosinolates, which make them taste bitter to people who have a variation of a certain gene. Around 50% of the world's population have a mutation on this gene and will probably hate them. London has burnt down 8 times. As well as in 1666, devastating fires broke out in London in 675 when the first wooden cathedral dedicated to St. Paul was destroyed, and in 764, 798, 852, 893, 961, 982, 1077, and 1087, when the greater part of the city was destroyed. Thank you for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to be updated when new videos are released.